I am Austin.
I am Adrian.
And you're listening to the Bad Games, Bad Language podcast.
Well, hello and welcome to the 15th episode of the BGBL podcast. We are currently in our third month. This is the second episode of the third month. And we're off to a rough start. Yeah, last week's episode came out on fucking Friday.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's a thing.
It happens.
Should we upload on Friday? That could be a thing.
Maybe.
I mean, the thing is that nobody ever gives us feedback. Fucking assholes. All of you are assholes for not giving us feedback.
Give us more feedback. We want to know.
Yeah, like, really, though. Like, when is the fucking most convenient time? You can send us, like, literally one email, and that would probably be enough for us to change the entire schedule.
We could just sit here and put one out every day if you really want, but that'd be taxing on us.
Yeah, and you'd have to pay us.
Yeah.
Fuck you. You're not paying us.
Pay me and...
We're only doing one a week.
Pay me in Pokemon cards. I'm cool with it. I need to finish my collection.
I mean... I've never played a Pokemon game.
You should.
Someone's gonna fucking hate me for that.
Oh, dude, you should play a Pokemon game, though.
I've never, like...
They're so good.
They're kind of just boring as fuck.
Well...
They look boring as fuck, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. You don't like fucking RPG games other than Dark Souls.
You haven't even... What other game have we played together besides Dark Souls, basically?
Uno, which you deleted.
Yeah, but Uno isn't an RPG.
you should get Rainbow Six Siege. We could play that together.
Oh fuck, that's still like $60. I'm not paying that much for a piece
but
of
it's
shit
so
shooter.
Fun. I have such a good time in that. Anyway, that I don't know. I'm surprised that you haven't played Pokemon though.
Speaking
those
of,
are great games.
On the PS4 store, you know which game just came out?
What?
Want to take a guess? Because I know you love guessing.
I hate guessing, so don't make me guess. Fuck you. I'm literally going into the store right now to see what's new.
DayZ.
Oh, yeah. All my friends have been trying to get me to play that with them, and I keep telling them, no, I don't want to play it.
Can I be another one of those friends that's just like, hey, you should probably get that at some point? Not right now because it's too expensive, but, you know, like, later.
I want to play
like,
DayZ.
is it the actual... It's like, I don't want it, though. But, like...
I think it is the actual DayZ, yeah.
Yeah, like the original one? Did they just port it, literally? Because if they did, it does not deserve that fucking $60 price tag.
No, it's $49.99.
Oh. I thought it was $60.
No, it's $49.
Still, even that. Like, I would
That's
pay
fair,
fucking,
$50 for a really big game. I mean...
Is it really big?
It's
I haven't
pretty
heard
big,
of it
dude.
since like 2012 or
I don't know.
Shit.
They update a lot of stuff on it. Sorry about the crackling.
It's an old-ass game.
It is. That's when I first started watching YouTube, was when DayZ was like big, you know?
Actually, yeah, I feel that. I remember watching the trailer and I love that.
Yeah. Well, wasn't
Also,
DayZ originally made by like one dude or something? Or am I thinking...
Yeah, it was a mod.
It was?
No, it was originally a mod for an Arma 2, yeah, exactly. Yeah, also this time when you're playing games, please don't have the fucking microphone close to your
I'm not even playing games right now.
It was so clacky last time. Damn.
Yeah, this mic picks up a lot of stuff. That's why I'm just like...
we're still working with
there
not
was
great.
Me. I was opening up a fucking thing here.
Just to remind you guys, the audio that you're listening to on Austin's side is fucking iPhone headphones. So if you ever think... Oh, I want a podcast, but it's so much money. Fuck you, just do it.
Yeah, just
literally
use your phone and record with some headphones. It works. I mean, I understand that iPhone headphones can really break the bank. I mean, they are $20. So, whoa.
Okay, well, also, and that, like, my microphone is $20, and... Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
You can get a good fucking microphone for $20,
yeah.
Just saying. Like, just do some research, get a dynamic, don't get a condenser unless you have an actual fucking studio. And just work with that. It'll be great.
No, it's fine, you know?
Don't worry.
Oh, closing my window.
Great audio, man.
I know. I'm the best at audio, let me tell you. This trailer, by the way, I've watched a lot of it without sound, and so far it looks really,
which trailer?
Really bad. The DayZ trailer.
DayZ trailer, okay.
Game looks big, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that
It looks really cool.
like the entire appeal of like DayZ was just like zombie game with other players, like open world zombie game with other players, basically.
Yeah.
That was like the sales pitch for me.
They actually have Five Nights at Freddy's on the PS4 now. That's so cute.
Yeah.
That
What?
game, Five Nights at Freddy's. You know what that is?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so that's finally on the PS4 and it's in VR.
Oh right,
It's
they came
so
out with a new
scary.
VR game.
Yeah, it sounds so
It's
scary in
so
VR
scary.
though. No, like the PC version, like when it first came out, like yeah, that's a little bit frightening because like it's a survival game and you got to be quick and whatever. But it's just silly, like a gag kind of when they come in, just like jump scare.
Yeah.
Blah! It's like okay, whatever, In VR though, dude, I bet that's scary. I bet that's
the thing is that
scary.
VR is like a completely different situation.
I kind of want to try it.
I don't. My experience with horror games is not that great. The last horror game I played was probably like Slenderman way back when.
Oh god, yeah,
and I remember just
scary.
I got so not even like I was like 12 or whatever, and I just got so frustrated because I couldn't figure out that you had to press E to pick items up instead of like literally any other button.
Yeah,
I pressed every other single button
except E.
So I had just been walking around just really fucking frustrated because I found where all of them were, all the little like pieces of paper or whatever.
But you couldn't
but
pick
I couldn't
them up.
pick the fuckers up. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is this game broken? So at the end I just ended up running at him yelling, fuck you.
That's really funny.
Of course, and my 12-year-old squeaky voice. Actually never had it.
Whoa, you can already pre-order Final Fantasy VII Remake?
God.
Damn, when is that even coming out, though? I thought it was coming out like next fucking year, bro.
I don't know, but
it
I
is. It comes out 3/3/2020.
That they're doing remakes. The whole remake bullshit, like Dark Souls and a bunch of other games are getting remakes, and it's just like,
well,
they're not good though.
No, the remake, it's literally it's a whole new thing. Like it's the same story from like Final Fantasy VII. It's just it's not going to look like you're playing it on the fucking Nintendo Entertainment System. It's going to look as good as Kingdom Hearts 3, if not better. And it's going to be phenomenal.
Damn.
Like it's going to be really, really cool. And it's a story that like that's the one that everybody who likes Final Fantasy is all like, nuts to butts about for whatever reason. It's the good one.
Yeah, I've always heard of like 6 and 7. They're the ones that are always like, hey, you should definitely go see those. And I'm like,
go see.
No.
go watch
see,
those
go
movie
check
games.
them out, I guess. Go watch it. Well, considering it's Final Fantasy, that's not that far off.
A lot of fucking just cutscenes and fighting.
Yeah, so they should call the game Final Cutscene.
I don't think you're
That's
giving
not
it
even
the
a joke.
credit
That's
because you haven't
terrible.
played it. What about Metal Gear
you.
cutscene?
I've never played any
Metal
Metal Gear game.
Solid.
Yeah,
I think it's
either
4 is like probably. I think it was. They said it was like a solid like 50% cutscenes or something like that. Like it's really,
that's just
really long
painful.
time. It's basically watching a movie that you're playing. But it's a good game.
Yeah, see, that's not like same with that. Reminds me a bit of Tomb Raider, which I have a disc for, and I'm still upset about that. It's the fucking worst.
Tomb Raider.
Like I hate it. Yeah.
Didn't we
no,
talk about Tomb Raider a little bit? How it's like
I think we briefly mentioned it.
I have not been a fan of that series. Like
my only real comment about Tomb Raider is that worst Tom. Wait, no, shit. What game was it? Oh fuck! I forgot the name. No.
Where's Nathan Drake?
No, the other one. The Shit.
Are you talking about The Last of Us now, or what?
No, not the. No,
I'm just
not the Last.
I'm listing other games that are similar to the new Lara Croft game, Tomb Raider.
The shit. It's like an Indiana Jones type, like same with Lara Croft sort of deal. That was like a guy and just.
We can call this episode the fuck damn it podcast.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
It just tagged as explicit,
on.
so
we'll
could.
figure it out another time.
Somebody's fucking yelling at their fucking phone or whatever.
What?
This is not great because we can't remember the fucking name of. I'm gonna look for male Lara Croft.
Just find Nathan Drake.
Is that
Uncharted?
Like, what is that though?
That's the first one I said.
Shit.
You said no.
I don't know I've never played any of those either.
You said no when I said that.
Because it's not the name of the game, it's the name of the character, and I don't know the characters.
Uncharted,
Fuck
Nathan
you.
Drake.
Uncharted,
Good
that's
games.
one that I was thinking
Good
of and
games.
couldn't actually come up with a name. Yeah.
They're not that great. Overhyped.
They're not that great either. They're better than the Lara
by
Croft
far.
games, though.
At least
From
the
what I've seen,
second
at
one was
least.
the one that I enjoyed. The first one, I guess, was cool, and the second one I liked because it had multiplayer.
I just
And
remembered.
it had fun game modes.
Wait,
that was it.
Let me give you like just a middle finger real quick. You remember why we brought up Lara Croft? Or what we brought up straight up after?
You said something about Lara Croft.
Yeah, do you want to give it a guess?
Nah, I'm good. I'm not guessing anything. No.
Do you want to, though? It was the horse.
We're good. I don't.
You know what I'm
talk
talking about.
that. Not again. This would be like the third time.
That would be like the fourth.
You're the one who brings it up.
Something like that.
You're the one who wants to talk about Lara Croft and a horse.
I mean,
nobody wants to
it's
talk
pretty
about
fucking
Lara Croft
entertaining,
and a
man.
horse. Except for you.
I'd agree, but it's funny. It's funny. Really. You know it's true.
It's really funny.
God damn it. Yeah.
That's like a cursed image right there, honestly. It's not even...
Except this entire video.
It's a cursed video.
Like, there's over an hour
Yes.
of that bullshit. High definition animation.
Have you seen,
It's very...
I gotta look this one up, actually. This one's a good one. It's this fucking dude who animated, like, this whole action movie, but it's just, like, beans. Hold on,
What?
let me pull it up. Killer Bean Forever. It's an hour and a half
What?
long movie.
What the fuck? What is
It's
that?
basically John Wick, but it's a bean. I'm not even kidding, dude.
I want to
I'm
see
not
that.
fucking
Shit.
with you.
Okay.
Please look that up. So I was watching some YouTube, and I watch a lot of Penguin Zero, a lot of Critical. And in his stream, he sometimes will go on YouTube and like just kind of like commentate over like some of these funny ass things that people tell him to look up. Somebody tells him to look up Killer Bean. And that shit, dude, like it was probably like a 15-minute long video that he did, and that whole movie I ended up watching it, and it is ridiculous. It's insane. It's really good too.
I'll
is the
check
thing.
it out. Speaking of, Keanu Reeves, he's the one from
he is
right?
John Wick.
I've never watched any of
They're
those
amazing.
movies.
Yeah, they're
Really?
phenomenal.
The only thing I know about them is like the fucking. Okay, wait. This isn't. I'm not sure this is related
on
now.
this one.
What the fuck is the Okay, that's true. But like, what? I always fucking. There's a meme quote of like just oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. But like, what is that from?
What?
I don't know what that's from.
Oh
it
my
has
god,
frustrated
it's Jason
me
Bourne?
forever.
I don't know.
Yeah, what is that
Jason
from?
Bourne? Dude, I don't know that meme. I know all, like, well, not all. I know a lot of these Keanu Reeves memes. They're all pretty good. The one I keep seeing the most, though, is they keep trying to throw out this wholesome meme because, like, he explained his whole story or whatever on some interview or some shit. Now everybody, like, kind of puts that out there and goes, and this is why he's the coolest. My favorite one is when he just screamed back at that guy, "You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking."
Yeah, that was a great
It made
clip.
me smile.
It was so perfectly timed, too. Because it was in the E3, which recently happened, and we really haven't talked too much about. But yeah, he just he was gonna actually though, but he was just gonna like, and here are these breathtaking visuals or whatever, and somebody just the entire like auditorium or whatever is just completely quiet, and then you just hear one guy in the back. You're breathtaking. And it's like, hell yeah.
And then he like takes a
That
second,
was like-
he like steps back, and then he looks right back at him, and he's like this power stance, just you're breathtaking, you're all breathtaking.
You're all yeah. It's
God,
it's a
he's
great
such
quote.
a fucking positive guy.
That was great.
They've pointed out so many things on Keanu Reeves and like how he's just like the coolest guy. The thing that I think is like the funniest, and I think PewDiePie put it on his Keanu Reeves video, but every picture you see of him,
Probably.
I only watched a bit of it, honestly. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was at work, so I was like, okay, whatever. But every picture you see of him, like with women, like, you know, fan pictures and stuff, he has his arms around them, but his hands are always like out, like he's not, you know. So you're never gonna catch the man.
Yeah, he's like making a
You're
point
never
of
gonna
it
catch
almost.
the man. He's too smooth. He's too slick. He's too perfect.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Too good for this world. I have actually, like, I don't actually mind. These are some of the few memes that, because you know that I usually despise memes. This one I'm like,
yeah, Keanu Reeves is cool though. He was in The Matrix. I love those movies. Yeah, he's the dude. He's Neo from The Matrix. That's Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so tempted to cut that out because
yeah. Oh
it's
my
so
God.
bad.
I love that you didn't know that.
I don't know anything.
Like, you didn't it didn't catch
I don't know
your
anything
brain that,
though.
wait,
that's
this guy that's getting super insanely like big right now is a guy that I've seen in a movie that I like.
Yeah. Hey, you're putting words in my mouth. I've never said that I like
it's really good, though,
The Matrix.
and you know it. The second one is like
really
the best one though. The second one's where they have like that one agent that like clones himself and is everywhere in the Matrix, and there's that huge fight scene.
Yeah, Agent Smith.
I was gonna call him Agent Bob. I didn't know his
name.
name.
Are you worse than
I couldn't
me?
remember his name. I don't know. I just wasn't gonna say it, so I just described
God damn it.
that fight scene where there's just a bunch of them and he's just beating their asses.
Yeah, surrounding
so
and
cool,
this raining.
I
and
love that movie. Oh man, they made a game of that.
Like, it's totally holds up,
and it is garbage.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
It was like one of my favorites when I was a kid, and it is so bad, dude. It's so hard. It's like one of the fucking worst and hardest games I think I've ever played in my life. But like, it had so many cool game mechanics that I wish they would have put in other games. It's the same way that I feel about like the Sands of Time, that Prince of Persia game, where you could like reverse time a little and you could like redo what you wanted to do. But like the Matrix did it in the sense where like you had that bullet time shit, and you could also like dodge bullets.
Yeah,
like they did
hell
in the
yeah.
movie where you do that bend backwards. It was so cool, dude. Oh, it was such a fucking shitty but great game. But
I really. Okay, I've recently been getting recommendations on YouTube for this one channel, which I forgot the name of, and I'm not gonna fucking. They don't deserve a shout out. They have more than enough views. Fuck you. But they basically there's these videos that sometimes like pop up of like, oh, a forensic scientist analyzing all of like the forensic scenes in modern culture. Or whatever.
I've seen some of those.
Those sort of videos. Yeah,
I don't
not
watch
like
them,
terrible.
honestly. That's stuff like that pops up in my feed. I
don't
care to watch. I'm so into just gaming culture for some reason. Because I like games.
Nerd.
Bro.
Fucking geek. Yeah, no shit. You're on a fucking gaming podcast.
I am?
What?
I thought this was about cooking.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I can't be here. You gotta find somebody else.
We're gonna like.
Sorry, guys. I'm the podcast. I'll be gone.
We're gonna be frying the steak. You want to make sure that it's nice and like you gotta take off all of the humidity. You're gonna cover it with a nice thick layer of salt. You're going to put it in the pan with a couple teaspoons of lard. You're going to baste it. You're going to leave the pan to the side. You're going to scoop some of the oil up and pour it over the top to make a very crispy top. And
we're done with this bit.
Don't tempt me.
I'm going to teach you how to make
a fucking cooking podcast.
One whole long bit that he thinks is funny, and he just teaches you how to make a fucking scone. That's it. It's like, this isn't funny. We're done.
Yeah, I make a lot of scones, man. I make a lot of scones, though. I like cooking videos too much.
No,
I can't get
we're
into
good.
this.
We're not talking about cooking for the next half hour here. Maybe at the end of the podcast we can talk about cooking. Can we talk about how PewDiePie doesn't get anywhere nearly the subscriptions he was getting per fuck? He was doing that whole Fight T series thing. I know, but it's
Well,
so
fucking
like,
of course.
I don't know. It's hard to tell whether he gives a shit or not watching his videos. You know what I mean? But like, I bet like somewhere in his mind, it like it's
Yeah.
kind of like, well, this is stupid. You know, whatever. But at the same time, you know, he's probably
Yeah, like from the
happy 'cause
monetary side, like
he's
of
got
course it's
Martha
like
there, and he's also got like a nice place to live, and he's pretty like he's in a pretty well standing place now. So I bet he's probably like pretty happy with like what's going
sure.
on. It's just like I don't know. It's definitely it's weird to see like the personality he gives out in his videos, and I always wonder like a lot of these YouTubers like how are they like how do they really act?
Now the real question: how
about
are
the
we?
same. A little bit less
Damn, man.
happy.
Deep.
Usually we're really really mad
Fucking
and like
deep.
want to kill
Oh,
anybody
have you ever
that
seen
we talk to, so don't talk to us.
Yeah. Oh shit, that reminds me. That's not a great follow up, is it?
This guy.
Oh
that
yeah,
I gotta go bury
that
him.
reminds me.
He's in my backyard.
Damn it! There's only some. Yeah. No, there's
Just
rivers
toss him in,
nearby.
cut him
That'd
up
be
a few,
fine.
a couple bits in the bags, freeze him up, throw him in.
I have there's this knife that I have. This I like definitely my favorite, and it's fucking massive, and I really love it. It's really nice to cut stuff with it. It's like satisfying. Like you just let it go, and it just chops by itself. Basically,
See,
like okay,
some fucking
I'm good
article
with
from
this.
your country, and they're just gonna say a random fucking teenager murders his whole family with a huge kitchen knife, chopped up to bits.
Oh god,
to bits. All right, what were you reminded of?
to bits.
Was it just the knife?
Oh yeah, no, just that. Fuck. No, that there was. We were supposed to do a collab with somebody, but I fucking forgot, and I was like, yeah.
Oops. Maybe next week.
I'll tell you when. Actually, speaking of when, yeah, probably for next week's episode. When do you have off? You never told me.
Quit thinking during the podcast. You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah. Also, I'm just thinking because my cousins are visiting and my uncle is here and my aunt, and it's an entire thing. So I'm gonna try to figure out where I can squeeze in some time, and maybe I can get this guy.
This episode, are we doing 30?
We'll see.
Are we doing? Well, let's do like I don't know, as long as we can at this point.
I don't know. We can. Yeah, let's go. Maybe just fucking worship.
Well,
shit.
this is a little.
Normal
this is our
style
new
of episode.
norm. Our old norm was think of topics for an hour, try and figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Remember when we tried a little bit harder and it wasn't?
That was
good?
pretty fucking rad.
I mean,
it's not better now.
Yes, and
send us feedback. It's like that's the thing. That like our views are like fairly consistent, or listens or whatever. So it's like kind of like, well, I don't know if this is doing well or not.
A little bit more. We're all one big family.
Also, this would be a great moment to remind you guys. You should share us with some friends because that's literally the only way we're going to grow.
Go make friends by sharing us to them. Just find somebody. Just walk up to like the lady that you don't know. Just walk up to this fucking 85-year-old woman and go, "Hey, I listen to this podcast. You want to listen with me?" And she'll go, "Of course." And now
you have to make it.
I have a message.
Well, actually, that sounds wholesome though.
Right now. You're a fucking bitch. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I love you though. Shut your fucking mouth when you're talking to me. Now fuck you.
Can you give me your cookie recipes?
All right, moving on.
Like I need some more of those.
No, that's the
that's terrible.
Making that old lady that they're gonna have to give the podcast to, and she's just gonna be like, "Damn, I hate this kid. Fuck, bro."
Yeah, we could run it like a pyramid scheme, which I've been listening to podcasts on. I've mentioned this before. I love pyramid scheme podcasts. I fucking finished listening to them all. But yeah, if you share it with 3 people, you have them share it with 3 people, you have them share it with 3 people, suddenly we'll just be a world power. That'd be, you can do that. You can find 3 random people to share it with. Like, come on.
Did you just cut out? Are you dead? Oh, okay. I got scared there.
No,
I heard the end of that sentence, and then it was just like flatline.
It's like,
this is the end of the sentence.
Yeah, they're actually.
I've considered,
but I don't know if I should. But they're always like,
but you don't know. Oh, okay.
That's not where I was going, but yeah, sure. Let's leave it at that.
Awkward.
Yeah.
No.
All of the music that we're not ending the episode, but just all of the music. This is our mid podcast ad, our ad breaks. I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up. All of the music used in this podcast can be found in the description below. If you want to have more information about the songs that we were using in this podcast, then you should probably look down there.
In the show notes?
You fucking jackass.
In the show notes.
In the show notes, yeah. That's where they are.
So, can I talk about a really shitty meme that lasted a whole day? So...
Ad done. Oh, wait,
Fine.
can I... Okay, before you talk about that, can I just... Fuck the new meme of, like, the stonks or whatever that's, like, supposed to be stocks.
Stupid.
Fuck that.
It's
Fuck
so
that so
bad.
much. I hate it.
So
It's the worst thing ever.
Actually, like,
I
just as
hate
bad
it
as
so
stonks,
much.
though. This one here, like...
Oh my god, I hate that.
No,
Oh,
the
I
one
hate
that
it
I
so
didn't
much. I
like,
hate it
the
so
one that I
much.
saw was just like, because I had already seen it like 3 or 4 months ago and it didn't get big, but one guy did it and it got like, I don't know, like maybe 10K upvotes, but only one guy did it. I saw the exact same one, literally the exact same one posted like 4 or 5 days ago, and then I just kept seeing like multiple of this fucking, and what it is it was how the cards look when you win in solitaire, and it's, you know, like the Japanese soldiers all in a line and they all look completely perfect in a line, but like it's at an angle, so they're all kind of, you know, the way that the cards look when you win in solitaire on the computer.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never won in solitaire.
Sometime. So that meme went around very, very seldomly because it very clearly was not that great, and that's why it died in a day. And I was really upset with that one. The stonks one to me is better than that.
It reminds me of like a...
It's bad,
no,
but
stonks
like
is
the
fucking
stonks
worse.
one...
Anything is better than the stonks meme. I will bring back
Doge
fucking
did come
Doge.
back because
Fuck
Doge got
you all.
old, and I think...
I'll bring
Doge
this
dead?
fucking... I love... No, I think he's still alive, but he's very old.
Everyone does.
He's adorable, though. I still love him.
You could just post a Doge meme
Even
and
if
get
he's
a
a
lot of
terrible
votes
meme.
if you're just trying to
Same
make
with
a
Grumpy
throwback.
Cat. Damn.
No, for real. If you can post
Throwback
dank
Thursday?
memes and you post like a decent Doge meme, then people will fucking upvote it. I
can't post in dank memes. No one can.
I'm allowed to, but mod's gay.
The
you
mods
right?
are gay.
Hey, I'm gonna take this second out here
gay.
just to let all the mods of our dank memes know. You guys are fucking gay.
Please share
You guys
this.
are gay.
Spam this on our dank memes.
Our dank meme mods. You gay.
We hate you.
You gay.
I've never met
You're
any
so
of you,
gay.
but okay. I hate you
all gay. Ultra gay. You know, Ultra Lord from fucking Jimmy Neutron? Well, you're Ultra Gay Lord.
Damn. That was brutal,
jokes.
man.
Yeah, no, dude, I wrecked them hard.
You wrecked
They're
them.
done. They're dead, dude. They're fucking down to clown until they're 6
they're
feet
gone.
on the ground.
They're over.
So fucking stupid.
I wonder if there's any...
You ever play Frisbee with your homies? Me neither. I don't have any homies.
No.
I have a Frisbee on the floor in my room,
feel
but
bad.
no one to play Frisbee with. I just kind of throw it around my yard sometimes.
Throw it at your cat.
Well, I have like a
Oh, that's
target,
fucking
too.
sad.
I just try and fucking
Stop
shit
it.
whip it into it as hard as I can with different throws. It's cool. Then I have like my buddy Brian comes over, once every 2.5 years, and we throw a Frisbee for 2 minutes, and then we, go kiss, and then he leaves. It's a fucking joke.
God.
We do more than kiss. You know that.
Yeah.
We also suck toes.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm gonna share this
I'm
episode
totally
here
not
with
looking
Brian.
for
Just
Keanu
let him
Reeves
know
nudes.
that I'm gonna tickle that beehole.
You should.
All right.
I bet
Anyway,
he'd
back to
enjoy it.
Keanu Reeves and how he's such a great guy. Have you seen his hair? You
I was
won't
looking
be
for his
able
news
to.
and I
Have you
wasn't
seen
able to
his
find
hair?
any.
It's pretty fantastic.
That's depressing.
The fucking dude, yeah, he's
What,
got that sick ass,
the long-
the John Wick hair.
Yeah.
That's the way you could put it, because he's
Yeah,
fucking John Wick.
That's true. I mean, that's not inaccurate, yeah.
It is.
That is the look.
Cyberpunk 2077, though. Now that we're actually, like, still in the Keanu Reeves, what do you think?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
it's going to
really
be an
give a
RPG
shit.
game, a shooter RPG game.
Like, okay, so you know what it's based off of,
No.
right? It's based off of a countertop game. It's based off of a game that came out forever ago, and that's why there's interviews with this random guy. He's like, yeah, it really is like with my vision. And at the beginning, I was like, what vision are you talking about? Isn't this a new game? And it's a tabletop game. That's where it's from. And so, yeah, it was based on a tabletop game for that. Like for the time, I bet was revolutionary. But now it's kind of like that's just
A lot of
gritty
people are
cyberpunk
criticizing it.
It's not
Like,
really
a lot of people are
that
criticizing
new
it,
or
saying,
anything.
you know, we've seen open world before. We've already dealt with open world, and
Yeah.
a lot of people have like stated games that have done open world right, and they're kind of worried that Cyberpunk is going to go the wrong direction with an open world kind of RPG game. It is, but at the
That's a
same time,
reasonable
like,
worry.
what if this game comes out and it's actually really good, and people are just trying to like downplay it? Because I mean,
That would be great.
I don't know, man. It could be a really good game, but it could also end up being. It could
Yeah,
also
I'm
end
just
up
like
being,
it's an old
like
game
that fucking
though.
Watch Dogs game where it fucking just like it's got this hype because it's supposed to be this new open world cool fucking, and it just sucks.
Yeah. Well, also, Watch Dogs was from Ubisoft, so you know how that's gonna
Or to
go.
play Sleeping Dogs,
It's
because I always get the
Ubisoft.
two mixed up. And Sleeping Dogs was that like, okay, so Sleeping Dogs was a really
What?
shitty game, dude. It's like Chinatown fucking mafia. I don't even think it's mafia, but Chinatown fucking weird shit. I never even beat the game. It was free back a long time ago, and it's
Huh.
not too great. That's probably why it was free. I
Okay,
can't
but you're
remember
not telling
much
me
other than
anything
the
about
fact
it
that
though.
it
Like,
was like
what's
the
what's?
shooter beat 'em up,
God damn it!
like GTA almost, but like really, really shitty GTA. It was like semi-open world, but you were just this Asian, I think, detective
Yeah.
cop kind of guy, but people didn't like you, but they did like you. It was so confusing. And that's why it like did so shitty. But the thing that it had up on all the games at the time, you could parkour over something, and it looked cool. And you
Oh
know how
shit!
often you got to do that?
Yeah.
Almost never. Once
Never.
in the first mission.
Yeah.
Once halfway through the game.
Old
Well,
games,
that's not even
man.
the thing. Like, it's not like old games are bad. Like, there's so many games that came out, like, PS3 era,
I
that were
mean,
just so shitty.
they wouldn't
And
hold
then there
up
was a lot of
nowadays.
games
Is
on
the
the
thing.
PS2 that are still good.
Like that's
Yeah.
okay. Can I just go off on like a tiny bit of a tangent? Like, people like talking about how old games are good, but the thing that like we can like, for example, with different forms of art, like for example with writing, it's very easy to grab one piece of literature and put it up against another piece of literature
Yeah.
of the same category, sort of deal. They're both written, they're both in the same format. Problem with games is that that's
Yeah.
not how it works because technology keeps evolving. So comparing an
Oh,
old
yeah.
game to a new game is unfair
No, I
because they
I
don't have the
compare
same
a lot of, like,
technology.
the same
And
a
if
lot
they
of, like,
did,
the
it would be
same
very different.
generation, I should say. Like I said, there's a lot of shit that's like PS3
Yeah.
games that are amazing and PS3 games that are just trash that like had a lot of hype, and like both of them, yeah,
Dumpster
both of them.
fires.
I mean, you can say that they don't hold up, or you can say they do hold up. It's dependent on the game and how they feel, honestly. And that's all that I care about. That like if a game plays well and feels
Yeah.
good, it will hold up. If the game is good but it plays really clunky, you're gonna get a lot of people shitting on it. It's the same reason why I don't like Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, that's the thing, though.
Comparative to 3. It is.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's the
fucking
same thing
clunky,
like
yeah.
when I started playing Red Dead Revolver again, I started hating this game really, really fast because it felt
I still
really
hate it.
bad. And you know how it feels. You tried it, but you also had the delay on the
I
share
did
play
try
as well,
it.
so it was a little bit slower. Yeah. But still,
it's
like,
not that bad.
it's super clunky.
It's still
And,
clunky as
like,
fuck.
I kind of figured a way of how to like go about playing it that made it easier, which is just always aim down sights and walk around that way. And it works. And it made the game fun for me again because
Yeah.
now I'm able to play through it and just headshot people nonstop. And it doesn't hold up for what it should, but it is a fun game to play. Versus like oh, let's see. Like I said with Dark Souls 1, it's I don't know. It's not that
Fucking
it's
Dark Souls
actually,
1.
yeah, it is. It's not fun to me. It's very clunky. There's no way that I can go about playing the game and make it feel even just a little bit better unless I just fucking overleveled my character to make everything just overly easy, which would be stupid because that's not the point of the game. I get it's supposed to
That's
be
not.
kind
That's
of
not it
tough,
either.
and I get that it's supposed to be a hard game. You can call me trash at Dark Souls 1. Yeah, I am. I hate that game. It sucks. It's just not fun for me to play because it doesn't hold up because it's clunky. But I won't ever touch, base on the story on it because it is decent. Same thing with 2. I hate 2. Shittiest Dark Souls. Good story.
Yeah, like the one thing that you... Yeah, the mechanics and the everything of that is like so out of date and so clunky that like it's reasonable at this point to say that Dark Souls 1 it's okay, I guess. But the thing that it holds above all titles that like I haven't run into a game really that has done this as efficiently as Dark Souls 1. And it's a fucking map.
Yeah.
Like the entire area creation. It's all very memorable. It's all very like I know how to get from here to here. Even now I could tell you like the route you take.
Exactly.
And I've only played it like twice all the way through. It's like that's the one thing that I have to give it to them. They had a good design for the map
too,
and stuff.
And I agree. It's very well known. The Dark Souls 1 map design, level design was really, really good.
Yeah, that's like totally their strong
be the
point.
Best game.
Like that, undeniably.
Like it just worked.
Hell yeah, and it like not to say that 3 is a weaker, but like it definitely is less interconnected. Like you don't go like the first area is a hub world. You're disconnected entirely, so that's inherently different than Dark Souls 1. And in general, you don't loop back
teleporting
almost
right
ever.
away in Dark Souls 3. I did like that a lot. I'm super happy that that's a thing because the first time I played 1, I was like, wait, when can I teleport? And it's like halfway through the game.
Yeah, like that. That's why also I feel like that's a good chunk of why it's so fucking memorable because you have to go through it multiple times basically.
Have a bad time. But I don't know. When it comes down to like the Souls games, the Souls games, like, in my opinion,
ways to break
like
that game.
if we were gonna rank them, we definitely have Dark Souls 2 as the lowest, the possible lowest. 1's like right in the middle, and then 3's still the best to me. I'm not adding Demon Souls or Bloodborne.
And then Bloodborne is right before.
Demon Souls is.
Well, I'm counting Bloodborne, and it is above Dark Souls 1, definitely. Like I said, for me, it's almost on par
had a better
with the 3.
And, PvP system, or if I played it when it was more alive, I bet it'd be a little bit better. Yes. But the reason it's not nearly as alive as like the other ones, at least like PvP wise, is because the PvP isn't that great in it. It's fun. It can be. Like I've had a few people come into my world. I fought them. I had a good time and stuff like that. But it's not. It's not as skill-based as much as Dark Souls 3. It's more of like just try and get that one hit in.
You think?
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot faster. Yeah, that's the thing. Like it ends very quickly compared to Dark Souls 3.
In Bloodborne is definitely the visceral attacks. Basically, if you can get somebody off guard with the gun when they're coming at you.
The fucking chug parry though. That makes me so happy.
Yeah,
that should be a thing somehow in Dark Souls 3. That is beautiful, man.
Chugging, you could actually just hit them with, and it would get them into a critical position. That would be cool.
Like if you did that with the soldering iron, that would be so good.
Because it's low damage, and then you could just swap off to Chaos Dagger and just finish them.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't know, the soldering iron is a weapon that's garbage in Dark Souls 3, and if you hit somebody with it, it actually makes their healing weaker. And so you can basically make their heals become less and less important. Like it's like you're healing for nothing basically at the end.
To an extent, what it would be is like a max Estus, a max
it could
heal
be better.
in that game is like about 600 health. You'd be making them chug maybe about 100 health at a time.
Around.
And they're only going to have 7, so they're fucked.
So it's gonna it definitely cuts their efficiency by less than
it's like 75%.
More than 50%, not less than. It can be kind of brutal sometimes, but the thing is that the weapon is so fucking bad that nobody actually uses it.
For real though.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's
It's
easy
a
to
fun
parry
weapon.
too, actually.
It's just
because
not.
it's slower than the other spears.
It is, yeah. There's like no real like solid benefits
It's
besides
funny,
the little
though.
gimmick that it has.
I've dressed up as a jailer and chased people
Yeah.
before. It's
That reminds
funny.
me, the other. Yeah, that is true. That is pretty fun. But yeah, I just remembered that like one of my teachers, when in like one of my classes, was saying that a gimmick is a good thing. You have to have a strong gimmick, and I'm like, gimmick
It's not
is a
supposed to
positive
be,
attribute
but
usually.
people like gimmicky things.
Yeah, if you say something's gimmicky, exactly. Gimmicky is not a positive like. I wouldn't use gimmicky to describe like something that I like.
Parrying in Dark Souls
Is where
3.
I'm
I
at.
don't like to do
So
it.
I'm like,
I don't
I
like
don't-
to get parried, but it's really gimmicky and it works, so I do it. It is very gimmicky, but it's also
True.
cool as fuck, which is what a lot of gimmicky things are. They're usually cool as fuck.
That's true.
Or they at least give you the
That's true.
idea that it's cool
Mhm.
as fuck. But in my opinion, I think the cooler thing...
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I guess
I'll
he
let
has a
you- I'll
point
let you go.
because
I'll let you go.
he's talking. Sorry. But yeah, the thing that he's talking about is advertisement, so I can see why
Yeah.
a gimmick might be more
Yeah.
important in that scenario. But still,
Well,
it's kind of like.
that's kind of like the thing with
Also,
oh god, like with Apex Legends, the gimmick to it was it's a different battle royale. It's more realistic, and it could slide.
it's a better Fortnite.
That was its gimmick. It could slide, and you know what?
Oh yeah,
that
that's a
gimmick
good
is
point.
being transferred to Borderlands 3. It's in the Call of Duties now.
Wait, no, not only that, it does also
Well,
have abilities. Don't
the
discard that
abilities
because
are
no other
just
battle
a gimmick
royale
that
really
they
had
took
those
from
abilities.
fucking Overwatch. Yeah.
They're not the same as Overwatch.
Well, I'm not calling them the same abilities. It's the same kind of idea, though. Your character has a passive, and they also have an aggressive ability. And that's the same thing in Overwatch. You'll have a passive and an aggressive. It's that same kind of system, just they do it their own way, which is cool. It still gives it its own cool thing, and I like to see that. I like to see that a lot of developers are trying to take from each other to make a better game, because obviously we're playing it for a reason. You can use each other's shit. It makes it better for the user. Okay, so my audio cut off at the last few seconds there. Right as I finished up what I was saying, so that's fine. And then I went, hello, and then it stopped. So at this point, I think we're done with our shit.
Yeah.
You can check out the music below if you haven't, which we already mentioned. You can also hit us up on the Twitter. Adrian, what's our Twitter?
All caps BGBL lowercase podcast.
That's a Twitter. You can also hit us up at our email. What's our email?
The BGBL podcast at gmail.com. You're making this sound very forced.
Hey, you guys should hit us up. Dicks.
Alright. Thanks, guys, for listening. I hope you have a great day. Hopefully, I can have this edited for tomorrow.
Probably not. Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.